في المشهد الدبلوماسي العالمي تتقاطع المصالح حين تتلاقى الرؤى وتبنى الشراكات وتتقدم الدول، ومملكة البحرين بنهجها المتوازن تواصل حضورها الفاعل في بناء علاقات تقوم على الاحترام المتبادل والتعاون المسؤول مع مختلف دول العالم. واليوم نسلط الضوء على العلاقات البحرينية الإيطالية بوصفها نموذجا لشراكة تجمع بين البعد السياسي والاقتصادي والثقافي في إطار من التفاهم والعمل المميز المشترك. ويسعدنا في برنامج بيت السفراء أن نستضيف سعادة السيد أندريا كاتالانو سفير الجمهورية الإيطالية لدى مملكة البحرين للحديث عن آفاق هذه العلاقات وتطلعاتها وتطورها في المستقبل. أهلا بك سعادة السفير.
أهلا بك.
سعادة السفير، لو تحدثنا عن طبيعة العلاقات، كيف تقيمها بين المنامة وروما؟
Good afternoon and welcome to the resident of Italy in Bahrain. It's difficult to find the proper adjective to describe the relationship between Rome and Manama, between the friendly peoples of Bahrain and Italy. They are superlative. I could stay hours saying how exceptional they are. We started the year with the fantastic first visit ever of an Italian Prime Minister to the Kingdom of Bahrain. Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni visited the island on 28th of January. She met with His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, His Royal Highness Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, who then visited Rome in September and met again with Prime Minister Meloni. On that occasion, a bilateral strategic investment partnership was signed, which will shape our bilateral economic relations for the time to come. In between, His Majesty paid an informal visit to Prime Minister Meloni in July on his way back from Italy. Prime Minister Meloni was in Bahrain again upon invitation by His Majesty to address the 46th session of the Gulf Cooperation Council Summit last week here in Manama.
بالنسبة للتعاون القائم بين مملكة البحرين والجمهورية إيطاليا، كيف تصفون هذا التعاون وما هي مجالاته؟
Cooperation between the Kingdom of Bahrain and Italy is at 360 degrees. We already mentioned economics, but there's much more. Let's start with culture, which is part of Italy's soft power, which everybody appreciates us for. Culture is everything for us. It's arts, it's music, it's dance, it's painting, it's photography, it's cuisine. Just today, within UNESCO in India, Italy's cuisine was nominated as Intangible Patrimony of Humanity, which makes us very proud and hungry. Security. We're very grateful to the Kingdom of Bahrain for hosting the Italian naval contingent, which participates in the combined maritime forces here at the base in Manama. And so on and on. Sports. Bahrain is an excellence in the region for sports. We are also an excellence in sports, but also sports technology. So that goes back to economy. It's a circle.
بكل تأكيد هذه الأمور المرتبطة ببعضها البعض للتقدم والتطور بين البلدين والتعاون. لكن سعادة السفير، من وجهة نظركم ما هي أبرز المشاريع القائمة بين البلدين أو المخطط للقيام بها في المستقبل؟
Because of the fantastic moment of our bilateral relations, we're working on a number of projects. In general terms, we're working on ideas in the field of archaeology in order to support Bahrain's rich cultural heritage. Bahrain has 3 UNESCO recognized sites and we would like to contribute to preserve and promote them. Energy, we're looking at how to interact with Bahrain in order to support energy security. The same with food, which we saw recently with Marai inauguration and the theme of food security. Italy is in the forefront in this field with high-end technologies in order to boost agricultural production. Clean energy, environment in general, and as I mentioned before, cooperation in the field of security. We're working with Bahrain Customs in order to cooperate and enhance customs operations, which in turn facilitate trade and exchanges. Lastly, security cooperation with the Ministry of Interior. So we're working in exchanges of expertise between Italian security and Bahraini security. Other fields that we're exploring are urban planning, in which Italy is at the forefront, and contributing to Green Bahrain.
سعادة السفير، عند الاستناد إلى هذا التعاون الكبير بين البلدين في مختلف المجالات، كيف ترون الدور الدبلوماسي لمملكة البحرين في دعم الاستقرار الإقليمي؟
Bahrain has always had an extremely principled and balanced foreign policy. Bahraini diplomats and Bahraini diplomacy is excellent. I have experienced this myself, not only here in Bahrain, but even before in my career. Bahrain's role as a force for peace and stability and security in the region is fundamental, both for the region and for the rest of the world. As we know, something that happens in a region doesn't stay in the region. It affects everywhere. So we extremely value Bahrain's role last year as president of the League of Arab States, which principles now were transferred in the work of the presidency of the GCC, which we just inaugurated last week with the 46th summit, in which Prime Minister Meloni participated. And then, especially next year, from January 1st, Bahrain's participation to the UN Security Council as non-permanent member for the 2026 and 2027 period.
سعادة السفير، بالنظر إلى التجربة لدى مملكة البحرين في التعايش والتسامح بين مختلف الثقافات والأديان، كيف تقرؤونها؟ كيف تنظرون إلى أهمية هذا التنوع الذي نعيش به في مملكة البحرين؟
Bahrain's history and geography ensure that through centuries it has absorbed flows of trade and people from all parts of the world, which are part of the social texture, which makes that tolerance and coexistence between religions and different people are part of its DNA, the DNA of the Bahraini citizens. This is something that Prime Minister Meloni enhanced in her speech at the JCC summit, highlighting the vision of His Majesty in promoting these values enshrined in the Bahrain Declaration and in the works of the King Hamad Center for Tolerance and Coexistence. Prime Minister Meloni, just to highlight this importance, elected to stop after the summit. She elected to stop by the Cathedral of Our Lady of Arabia to exemplify this role of Bahrain, this stance of Bahrain in tolerance and coexistence.
بسعادة السفير، يعني من واقع عملكم هنا كسفير لإيطاليا في مملكة البحرين، ما الذي يميز مملكة البحرين عن غيرها من دول المنطقة من وجهة نظرك؟
Because of its geography and its position in the Arabian Gulf, Bahrain is a pearl in the middle of the world. It has been the crossroads of exchanges, of people, of trade, of goods from east to west, from north to south. Just like Italy is at the crossroad of north, south, east, west exchanges in the Mediterranean. This is what makes our countries so different from the others and seem similar to each other. So this is something that unites us and differentiates us from the others.
بالنظر إلى هذا التميز الذي تحظى به مملكة البحرين وتحظى به أيضا جمهورية إيطاليا الصديقة، من وجهة نظركم ما الذي لفتكم في المجتمع البحريني؟ ما الذي يميزه اليوم؟
Welcoming, family, openness, friendship. Since the first day I set foot on the island, I felt really at home. I had the luck of arriving during Ramadan last year and started immediately visiting the majalis. From the first one, I made new friends, met new people. The day after, I was invited to their homes. It's not common in any society that people open their homes to a stranger. And here, everybody welcomes you, and everybody's really, you become part of their family, easy. And this is touching.
بالنظر إلى هذا الود في العلاقات بين البلدين ووجهة نظركم اللطيفة عن مجتمع مملكة البحرين، في شهر ديسمبر نحن نعيش أجمل شهور العام في مملكة البحرين، حيث الاحتفالات الوطنية بالمناسبات الوطنية المختلفة. ما هي الكلمة التي توجهونها سعادتكم إلى حضرة صاحب الجلالة ملك البلاد المعظم وإلى شعب مملكة البحرين بهذه المناسبات؟
December is a beautiful festive period here in Bahrain. Not only the Mubarak nights, but also the National Day. I wish, on behalf of myself and all the staff at the embassy, His Majesty King Hamad, Royal Highness, Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and all the people of Bahrain. A fantastic national day on December 13th. And I will end in Italian. Viva il Bahrain, viva l'Italia, viva l'amicizia tra le nostre nazioni e tra i nostri due popoli.
سعادة السفير، شكرا لمشاعركم الطيبة وشكرا لوقتك الثمين وما تفضلت به. شكرا على وجودك معنا في هذا البرنامج.
عفوا.
مشاهدينا الكرام، الحديث يطول حول العلاقات البحرينية الإيطالية وهذا الدفء في هذه العلاقات. شكرا لكم على طيب المتابعة وإلى اللقاء.